you lost. And I feel that because I've been in the same spot like you. If you don't know me, I'm the founder of the brand called forthelovestudio. I'm building the company behind the scenes, the company that tries to improve the artists' lives and just have some influence on. But let's speak less on that because we are on For the Love Studio journey. But I want to talk about the ones that are feeling lost, the ones that are feeling that nothing goes onto their way. And I'm still in this spot in my life where I'm like, oh man, nothing really sticks up in my journey. Like nothing is really working. Whatever I'm planting as a seed, it seems to don't grow. And I'm still seems like it looks for me that I'm still keeping myself under the same condition that I was before. And it places me on this journey of like where the hell I'm at now. Like how long is gonna be taking more time out of me to figure out the journey that I have to take into, right? Because it's not easy, like, and it's not gonna be easy, like, when you just continue to do stuff but then the stuff doesn't click up and then you are just on the same point. It makes you like to be weird about things. It makes you to be like, what the hell I'm doing in my life? Because I'm like doing things, I'm putting reps on, reps in, reps on, reps in, and I'm still on the same place. Man, it can be like that, especially it's to the ones that are continue spending their finances, continue to spend their things on getting more assets, getting more options, but then they don't end up being there, right? I'm sorry, but let's talk about these ones, right? The reason I say like I feel you like I lost that you or I feel yeah, that you lost because I'm on the same boat, like as a founder, as just almost a person, right? For a while now I've been going through a lot of challenges towards like figure out what is like my real purpose is, how can I figure out what I'm good at, what can I do in this world, you know, like I've been all the way around. And one of the things that keeps me like going and keeps building my brand, keeps me like expanding to be a better human being in case of like building up the brand and etc. is like I just know that the more I fail, like the more I fail down the road, down the hill, then the more chances of me obtaining the success is gonna be. It might sound like stupid because like it's not really so much correlated to each other, right? Because success is completely different thing, and correlating that to this is not gonna make the difference, right? That's why my belief is that if you continue developing yourself and you continue like putting the reps in, even if you like fail crazily, you fail like day to day base, you just fail. Trust me, one thing is gonna happen is that you're just gonna put another more rep in, and this is gonna be like a right rep in. That's what I mean by that is that one of the things that life taught me, because I've been going through like hard times recently, right? Is that it's all about perspective and it's all about the way you see it. For example, for me, it's like I know for a fact that building up my brand was my choice, and it was my choice to constantly putting reps in towards building up my brand. Even knowing that I'm gonna fail, I still have been growing my brand till this day. And one of the things that I can advise you and I can assure you to do is that you just have to know that like no matter what you go for, it's always going to be a challenge and it's always going to be a trouble, but it's up to you to understand the choice out of it, the choice of out of it to be like feeded by this, to be like eaten by this trouble or eaten by this circumstance, or to understand that this is just going to build you stronger. Like the challenge that you have on your way is the way it has to be towards like you finally understanding that the growth only happens when you fail so much. That's why like I always advise you, like if you are building up the brand and you like taking this journey seriously, as you should, you have to understand that nothing will be clicking in the first, in my experience, it was like in my first many years, like 5 years, maybe more. but nothing was clicking, and till this day nothing is really clicking. Like everything is just kind of silent, so silent that I cannot even like say how sometimes can you be frustrated by this silence. But one of the things that I never gave up on and I never forgive myself is like on the option of knowing that this is just going to be another rep in, and the more I put rep in, the higher the chance of obtaining the right rep in is going to be. That's why like never give up on yourself in the first place, but also counting on yourself, because you as yourself is the biggest asset that you can have. There's so many assets that you only can have, and having yourself as an asset, this is just truly the blessing. Because one of the things that you will be understanding later on down the road is that like it's really not that much complicated in the first place, but it's also about knowing that your perspective could be changed. From instead of like being burned out by the frustrations that you have, now you can obtain more knowledge and you can obtain more understanding of like how can I navigate through things, how can I be better for things. That's how you have to see this. Without that, it's like everything is gonna be like not that much smooth. You gotta be smooth about the choices, you gotta be smooth about the things. When I say smooth, is like I say that by meaning like that you are only like the creator of your own world, right? So you can create the world that you see as valuable, and one of the things is like make sure that you know what exactly the road that you're building up. If you're building up the wrong world and you're building up the world that doesn't assure your success, you should be on the wrong journey. Always see that. How can I give you an example? Good one. Okay, recently like I was on my way to journey of like trying to create an event in my school, right? And my school is the school I won't like announced here, but it's good school, business school, aka accredited. They were like not wanting to do the event with me, right? And I was so much frustrated. I was like, man, like these people, they literally have all of the spaces for me to do the event, and I know how to do it. At least like I might be not the expert, but like at least I know how to structure stuff, I know how to make stuff good, I know how to make sure that we get the best out of this event. And these people, they like kept like I say like they kept promising me that yes we're gonna have this, we're gonna do this, and then like one of days it's just like I'm like, man, I just can't be like this, because they just like force feeding me with a lot of like I'll say like a lot of like promises that is gonna happen, right? So what did I do? Instead of like frustrating myself, I'm like, okay man, whatever, I'm just gonna leave these people alone and I'm gonna do it on my own. So I went to the places, I found the place, I found the other venue. Still got rejected though. The part of me that you have to understand in this channel that like if you ever see me, like I'm the most rejected person ever in my life, you know. Even though like from my childhood I always had this idea that people like tend to not reject me that much, that other people gets rejected, but it's wrong idea, because I'm really getting rejected on a daily basis. It's like I can't even say how much like time I was just like getting no's all my way around, right? But like that's also the perspective, and that's like thing that you have to understand. Perspective of being lost is includes the idea of being rejected as well. Like it's like two things that work with each other, right? That's kind of like this. So like get back to the topic, right? Like the school thing is that they just like, no, we can't give you the event, like man, you have to figure out this on your own, find your own way around. And I'm like, man, I just like I was so exhausted by these people's promises. I'm like, man, I just can't do this. Like they keep saying this, I'm sorry, BS to me, that they're not able to work with me, and then like the thing that they want to do isn't fitting, and I'm like, man, I just can't, like I was so pissed off at this time. But then one thing happened is that I started to treat this thing differently. Instead of like me being under this AK length of being break by these circumstances, I really understood that, okay, like I feel lost, they don't give me the space, let me just go try new one thing. I went to other branch, like the event still didn't make, we didn't make event because it was so much complicated at this time of the period, but like at least I understood that being lost, yes, it's perspective, but like the choices are also there. So if you take a right choice, at least you tried, and now you're not in the same position that he was before, like by being lost, right? Like it's so like not that much smooth, but like you gotta understand that down the road in the journey, right? So yeah, that's kind of like this. I like to finish this video by saying that being lost is just perspective, change that. And I'll see you around soon for the Love Studio speaking.